Chapter 38. The immortal's saddle beast had the head of a unicorn, the tail of a wolf, and the body of a dragon. Hence the name. It was soon brought before them. As you achieved great merit in your 40 years of study here, I've chosen you to create gods on my behalf. I'm giving you my own saddle beast so that you'll be able to meet all the strange creatures on earth without fear. The Grand Master then asked the immortal of the South Pole to fetch a wooden staff. It was 3 feet and 6.5 inches long, had 21 joints and 4 charms on each joint. It was the staff for beating gods. Jiang Ziya knelt down to receive it from Heavenly Primogenitor and begged for his compassion. "There'll be a man waiting for you at the North Sea." His master told him, "Use this magic flag to protect yourself. There's a note hidden inside. When you're facing an emergency, take it out and read it, and you'll learn how to cope with the situation." Jiang Ziya kowtowed, bade his master farewell, and left the mountain. The immortal of the South Pole escorted him to the Unicorn Cliff, where Jiang Ziya mounted his nondescript. At a light tap on the horn, the beast shot through the air on a ray of red light to the sound of resonant bells. A short while later, it dropped down onto a mountain near an island in the sea. The mountain had 1,000 peaks like folding screens that reflected sunlight after the rain. Creepers wrapped around ancient trees, and little birds made their nests on high cliffs. The mountainsides were dotted with rare and fragrant flowers, long bamboos, and stout pine trees. Birds chirped their sweet songs, and waves roared below. It would have been an ideal hermitage for a highly cultured man. Jiang Ziya was admiring the scenery when strange clouds suddenly appeared at the foot of the mountain. As the clouds dispersed, a great wind arose, and in its midst a strange creature appeared. It had the head of a camel, the neck of a goose, the body of a fish, a beard like a shrimp, hands like the talons of a hawk, and a single foot like that of a tiger. The creature had absorbed the ethers of heaven and earth, and had been refined by the essence of the sun and moon. It could throw boulders and rocks with extraordinary speed and accuracy, and speak like a man. It had been born of a dragon and a leopard, and was destined to support the illustrious ruler in founding a new dynasty. When he saw this fearsome creature, Jiang Ziya was frightened out of his wits and broke out in a cold sweat. "Jiang Ziya, a piece of your flesh, and I'll live thousands of years." The creature cried. "Me, for food," Jiang Ziya said to himself. The creature jumped nearer. "Jiang Sheng, let me take a bite of your flesh." "But why? No enmity exists between us. Jiang Ziya, don't imagine that you can escape today." The creature answered harshly. Jiang Ziya gently opened his apricot yellow flag, took out the note and read it over. He knew now what he had to do. "Beast," he shouted, "if I'm destined to be your food, I won't be able to escape. Just pull up this flag and I'll let you eat me." He stuck the flag in the ground, and it grew at once to about 20 feet high. The creature came up and tried to pull it out. First he tried with one hand and then with both hands, but the flag did not move. His hands slipped down to the bottom end of the pole near the ground, and he pulled with his neck stretched straight out. Yet again he failed. Jiang Ziya then opened his palm towards the sky, invoking lightning and 5 peals of thunder. The noise so frightened the creature that he tried to let go of the flagpole, but his hands were stuck. "You fool! It's your end now," Jiang Ziya said sternly. "Mercy, great immortal. I'm so sorry that I failed to recognize you as a celestial being. Please forgive me. I'm innocent. It's all Shen Gongbao's fault." The creature pleaded. "You intended to harm me. What's it got to do with Shen Gongbao? Great immortal. I'm Dragon Beard Tiger. I was born during the time of Emperor Xiaohao. Since then, I've lived on the essence from the sun and moon. The day before yesterday, Shen Gongbao passed here and told me that you would come this way at this hour today. He said that a piece of your flesh would give me over 10,000 years of life. He fooled me, but I was stupid to believe him. I didn't know that you had such great magic powers. Please show mercy on me, as I've so painstakingly cultivated and refined myself for several thousand years. If you spare my life, I would be eternally grateful. I'll only spare your life on the condition that you be my disciple. I will, sir. Then close your eyes. Jiang Ziya ordered. As soon as Dragon-Beard Tiger closed his eyes, a huge thunderbolt roared through the air. Finding his hands free, he knelt down before Jiang Ziya. Do you know any Taoist magic arts? I can produce rocks as big as millstones out of thin air with a flick of my hand and throw them out like a plague of locusts or a thunderstorm. When I practice my art, the dust rises all over the mountain and covers the whole sky. If we use this man, we'll succeed everywhere. Jiang Ziya thought to himself. He picked up his flag and took Dragon-Beard Tiger with him to West Qi, where he met the generals outside his residence. They were alarmed by Dragon-Beard Tiger's appearance. The prime ministers brought an ugly specter back with him, they thought. Jiang Ziya smiled. This is Dragon-Beard Tiger from the North Sea. He's my new disciple. He then entered the mansion and asked about the situation outside the city. Everything's been quiet. Wu Ji answered. As 5 days had passed, and Huang Feihu had not yet been brought to him, Zhang Guifang said to the 4 Taoists. Masters, don't you think that Jiang Shan's playing some trick on us? We've heard nothing from him in 5 days. Since he's promised us, he can't possibly break his word. Doesn't he fear that we would turn West Qi into a lake of blood and mountain of bones? Wang Mo said confidently. Another 3 days passed. Yang Sen said to Wang Mo, Brother, this is the 8th day, but Jiang Ziya still hasn't appeared. Let's go out and ask him the reason. Jiang Sheng may look honest, but he's treacherous at heart. He may have played a trick to fool us when he realized that the situation was unfavorable to him that day. Zhang Guifang put in. If that be so, let's go now. If he has deceived us, we'll help you win. In a single battle. Yang Sen promised angrily. Feng Lin then took his army to the city wall amidst the roar of cannons and the savage shouts of his men. A demand was made for Jiang Ziya to come out and meet them. Jiang Ziya mounted his beast and rode out of the city with Nejia, Dragon-Beard Tiger, and Huang Feihu. The moment he saw them, Wang Mo flew into a rage. Damn you, Jiang Sheng! You sneaked off to Mount Kunlun for the nondescript. He whipped his monster into a gallop and charged at Jiang Ziya with a drawn sword. Nejia intercepted him on his wind-fire wheels, crying, Wang Mo, you just dare try to hurt my uncle. As Wang Mo and Nejia fought fiercely, sword against lance, Yang Sen could see that with his short sword, Wang Mo could get nowhere near his opponent. Nejia was gaining the upper hand. He quickly took a sky-breaking pearl from his leopard skin bag and flung it at Nejia. Nejia was struck a heavy blow and tumbled from his wheels. But as Wang Mo rushed forward to cut his head off, he was intercepted by Huang Feihu. Nejia was saved, and the battle continued between Wang Mo and Huang Feihu. At the first opportunity, Yang Sen took a second sky-breaking pearl from his bag and hurled it at Huang Feihu, knocking him from his ox. But Dragon-Beard Tiger came to his rescue, crying, Don't hurt him. I'm coming. Wang Mo was shocked at the sight of Dragon-Beard Tiger and gasped. The creature looked so queer, a huge head, a long neck, 1 foot, golden lights from his round eyes, a body covered with scales and fingers as strong as steel claws. On his spotted leopard, Gao Youqian saw Dragon-Beard Tiger leap savagely at Wang Mo and hurriedly took his universe-muddling pearl from his bag. He hurled it at Dragon-Beard Tiger and hit him right on the neck. Dragon-Beard Tiger hopped wildly with pain, thrashing his head from side to side. Wang Mo and Yang Sen immediately rushed at Jiang Ziya, attempting to seize him. His 3 generals wounded, Jiang Ziya was left all alone to face the enemy. He fought valiantly but was soon caught off guard by Li Xingba, who hit him in the heart with an earth-spiting pearl. He uttered a loud cry and almost fell from his saddle. He fled in the direction of the North Sea. I'll capture him. Wang Mo shouted and set off in pursuit like a whirlwind. Though Jiang Ziya was badly wounded, he could still hear someone chasing him close behind. He patted the horn of the nondescript, and it immediately soared into the air. Wang Mo laughed. That's commonplace for a Taoist. You think that I'm unable to fly with the clouds. He patted his monster, and it leapt into the air after Jiang Ziya. Jiang Ziya was destined to die 7 times and meet 3 calamities. This was to be his first death at the hands of the 4 men. Wang Mo was left far behind, so he cast his sky-breaking pearl at Jiang's back. The pearl hit him with such force that he was knocked from his nondescript. He fell down and rolled onto his back, dying with his face to the sky. The nondescript stood close beside him. Wang Mo was about to dismount and cut off Jiang Ziya's head when he heard someone approach, singing. Breezes stir the willows on a pool, and petals fall and float on the water. Should anyone ask me where I reside? My home's in the depths of clouds so white. Wang Mo looked around and found that the singer was none other than the heavenly master of outstanding culture. What brings you here, brother? He asked politely. Dear friend, don't hurt him. On orders from the Jade Emptiness Palace, I have been waiting here for you a long time. Jiang Ziya is to accomplish his missions, and heaven has determined the following. 1. The Shang dynasty is destined to end. 2. A sage ruler born in West Qi will rule. 3. Chan Taoism is fated to break the commandment on killing. 4. Jiang Ziya is destined to enjoy wealth and power in the vulgar world. And 5. He is to create gods on behalf of the Jade Emptiness Palace. Friend, as a member of Jia Taoism, you're most carefree. Why do you involve yourself in other people's affairs? Don't you remember what your master wrote on the wall of his green touring palace? Close your cave door and read the sutras. Set foot on Western soil and you're on the list of creations. You may kill him, but I can still revive him. Friend, take my advice and return to your cave while your moon's still full. If you don't, it'll be too late for regrets. The heavenly master said earnestly. You brag too much. Wang Mo said. We're all disciples of Taoism. How can you insult me with warnings about the full moon? Though you've got a powerful master, I've got mine too. He raised his sword and rushed angrily at the heavenly master. But a young Taoist in a yellow robe with coiled hair stepped out from behind the great immortal. Wang Mo, enough of your violence. Here I come. I'm Jingjia, disciple of the heavenly master. He raised his sword to meet the assault from Wang Mo, and they fought desperately sword against sword at the foot of the mountain. As the combat raged on, the heavenly master took out his invisible dragon stake. It was to be known as the 7-treasure golden lotus among Buddhists. He had used it to subdue Ne Jia and save Li Jing. The heavenly master tossed it into the air, and it came down on Wang Mo, binding him to the stake. One ring tightly bound his neck, the second his waist, and the third his feet. He was unable to move an inch. Jingjia rushed forward and aimed a blow at his neck. What became of Wang Mo? If you want to know, read the next chapter.